the hill country where I live, Fredericksburg, there's a vape shop, Vapalicious, and Kathy and Jerry run it. And it's basically a place where everyone comes together, vapes, and we talk about conspiracies. And these are
Sounds like my kind of place.
These are farmers. These are truck drivers. It's beautiful. And so the latest thing is, I'm bringing it to you straight from the front lines, Joe.
Oh, boy. 11 months ahead, always.
Clones. Trump is a clone. He's not the real Trump anymore. Everyone's a clone.
If you clone
Biden's
Trump,
a clone.
Wouldn't Trump insist on being cloned to look like Giga Chad? Wouldn't he look at Elon Musk? Like right there.
I don't think he would have any say in the matter.
If I was going to get cloned, I was like, come on, don't make me fucking same old fat dude. Come on.
You're a beautiful man, Joe
But I'm
Rogan.
saying, no, I'm saying if I was Trump.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'd be like, come on, let's tighten this up a little.
No, he probably thinks he's really a beautiful man. He doesn't think he
Kanye
needs to do any
West
of
calls Twitter chief Elon Musk a half-Chinese
Nice,
clone
nice.
engineered like Obama.
that. Boom.
Musk says he's taking West's comment as a compliment.
That's great. That's great. Well, there you go.
You let him back on Twitter. Jesus Christ.
Enough already.
Well, yeah, he's not right, but duh, obviously. Duh.
But there's a lot of history between American Jews and American descendants of slavery. There's a lot of history there that you know, I've spoken to Mo Fax, I do the podcast with, and you know, there's stuff that you and I don't know, haven't been exposed to when it comes to Black Americans versus Jewish Americans, you know, coming from kind of the same place at the same time, being outcasts, and you know, having a difficult time integrating. So it's old shit that is never discussed. And if only they could do that. So I think that's what Kanye is trying to do. He's trying to say we need a conversation about the history of these two tribes. Tribes, all Americans, but tribes, because we're all immigrants one way or the other. And that's not happening. I think that's what Kanye is trying to do. And it's above my pay grade, but there's something there that, you know, he should be able to speak. But I mean, oh man, it's just, that's not how the world works, bro. If you just go everywhere and, you know, people also get tired of it. You know,
well, you shouldn't want to. I mean, if you have a person like that speaking, you can always block them. You don't have to listen.
I
to
agree with you.
They say.
You
don't have.
You
don't have to read it. Like,
correct. I'm with you.
There's a thing though when a person is like that I think there's a great value in pushing back against him. And if he was a person that could learn from that, maybe there'd be a great value of him reading some of the pushback against him and altering the way he thinks. Because we're essentially programmed by life and our decisions and our interpretations of things. And I think part of that is like when you put stuff out there and people really fucking severely disagree with what you're saying, you should experience that.
Yeah.
You should learn from
I agree.
And you can't if you ban a guy.
No, I completely agree with you, but there's
Then
money
there's the
involved.
problem.
You know, it's
The problem is there's a lot of dopes, and you can be a charismatic person with a
that's
stupid
true.
opinion,
Yeah.
and then dopes go, I'm on fucking his side, and then you got a problem. And so, but the answer to that problem is never to just like ban.
No, I'm completely agree.
Silence, get rid of them, remove them from the platform, because
that's bad.
They've come up with some fucking egregious reasons to remove people from social media platforms, like really fucked up reasons.
Yeah.
And that are totally ideological.
But it ultimately is all about money and advertising, and the advertisers run away, so we have to control that. And it became the way they run business. It just became that. It evolved. It
is about that. That's a factor for sure.
Because Twitter,
but it's a very like left-leaning bias. There's a very left-leaning bias for all of tech, and that's a problem because that reinforces the right to be even more radical in the face of this unfair advantage that the other side has.
now tech are a bunch of whores because if you'll remember,
What are you saying?
at a certain point in the, I would say, it was in the 2000s, all the Silicon Valley CEOs were handing out Atlas Shrugged to their employees and like, oh yeah, man, yeah, objectivism, Ayn Rand, fuck it, it was very right wing, very Republican. Peter Thiel still stayed that way, but most of the other ones went, I'm going to be over here with the winners.
Well, once they got so much money, and then there's like there's this pressure for altruism, there's pressure for social justice, and you're hiring kids right out of universities, and they shape the culture of the place because they're the majority
It's
of
all
employees.
captured. It's all captured.
Yeah.
It's all been captured.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, what's that guy Yuri Betanov? Do you know the old Soviet Union guy that
Yeah,
explained?
He's how we did through the
ideological
education
capture.
system 30 years ago. They started that, and and
the seeds were planted.
seems like it could be possibly true.
There's something to that. It's way too on the nose for him to do that in 1980. Was
Something
it
like that,
four?
yeah.
I think it was. When was that? Yuri? How do you say his name? Yuri Betanov.
Betanov. It was
Is that
only
coming up? You want me to send it to you?
It was only 10 years after.
Talking about, but that name isn't coming up.
Oh, okay. I'll send it to you. I saved that shit on my
It was
phone.
only 10 years after Leonard Nimoy, Dr. Spock,
Yeah.
did a whole special on how climate change was going to take us into a new ice age. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, we talked about that the other day.
Oopsie.
That was really interesting.
Oopsie.
Well, but that's the real fear. The real fear is
I'm
a
more
fear.
afraid of cold.
Yeah,
I
cold
really
is
that'll kill
goddamn
you. That'll kill
terrifying.
you. Yeah, that'll kill you.
That's the thing that kills you quicker than anything.
I
Like
think
when nothing grows and everyone's fucked, it's not good. Oh, here he is.
I think it's going.
You found it,
Bezmenov.
Jamie? Oh,
There you go. That's it.
I'm sorry, I said his name wrong. Bezmenov. I couldn't. I just guessed. What did I say? Betanov? Sounded good.
Close enough, brother.
Well, this gentleman was in 1980. What was it say?
Doesn't say. 29 years ago.
It looks pretty shitty, so it must be 89.
Yeah. Well, it's somewhere. I think it's somewhere in the 80s. But either way, watch it and watch it on YouTube and go, holy shit.
It's exactly what it looks like.
It's
doesn't
exactly what it looks like today. Whether it's a coincidence. I mean, if that guy was a betting analyst, I would go to him for all my bets.
But,
I'd
you know,
be like, dude, how are you so accurate?
The CIA also did the same thing to Europe. They had all these cultural people and artists and beatniks, and they went over to Europe, all CIA assets, to integrate, to kind of get everyone more Americanized. Come to our side, don't go to the East. Stay with us. Stay with us.
Yeah.
And they were integrated everywhere. I mean, just music, theater, everything. And that's admitted now, documented.
Yeah,
you
for
can look
sure.
it up. So this is just the way of the world.
It's the way of the world.
You are the exception, which is very, very exceptional. What you are doing is, seemingly you're not a puppet for Putin or a shill for the CIA. It's very exceptional what you do. You are dare I say it, a national treasure.
Oh, well, that's all sweet of you.